Mark Twain once said, "The two most important days in your life are number one, the day you're born, and number two, the day you find out why." I'm here today and every day forever to humbly help you find your career passion. I'm always here for my students to also help you find your career purpose. And you won't find another business teacher on the planet who cares as much and works as hard as I do to ensure that my students are successful. And I want to nurture and help my students find their ambition or get their ambition back. I will walk through walls to help you take your career to the next level. And I promise you that I care just as much about your unlimited success potential as you do. I want to help you live your life on your terms. And so, welcome to our 8th annual one-year gold and platinum MBA degree program. Now, please stick around until the end of today's live webcast, as I have two special gifts for everybody on this call. And so today we're going to discuss the following 3 topics. Topic number 1 is I will talk about our 8th annual gold and platinum Haroon MBA degree program that starts this January 29th. And please note that after this class that starts on January 29th, prices will be materially increasing. So this class that starts on January 29th will be the last class where prices are this low. Also, positions are limited. And you can learn more about the Gold and Platinum MBA program that starts on January 29th by going to this website here, day1notoneday.com. Now, the second topic that I'll discuss is I'll quickly go through frequently asked questions about the MBA program. And then the last part of the agenda for today, meaning the third topic, is I will answer your questions that you type in YouTube chat. And I will also open up Zoom after the third topic in case you want to ask me questions using Zoom. And before we do the Q&A, I will tell you how to get the 2 free gifts today. So let's move on to topic 1 of 3. I'll talk about our 8th annual gold and platinum Haroon MBA degree program that starts this January 29th. Now, the value you'll get from this one-year MBA degree program is unbelievable. And if you don't think that you're getting at least a 10 times return on your investment in the first 30 days, then I want you to ask for a full refund. And there's a 30-day 100% money-back guarantee. So think of this program as incredible business and investing coaching plus an MBA. And we have many students from top MBA degree programs that have taken my gold or platinum MBA program, and they say that they learned much more in just 30 days of my program than they did in their MBA program at a top 10 school where it costs 50 to 100 times more than my MBA program. Now, this MBA program is for anybody that wants to learn how to make more money or start a company or learn how to invest or even learn how to use every skill possible to take your career to the next level, including how to program in Python from scratch, or even how to use AI to take your career quickly to the next level. This program includes everything. And please note that no prior business or finance or programming or any experience is required. And I also add countless hours of new electives every single year that you will get for free forever. And you have a lifetime access to everything. Now, your 9-to-5 job might give you a comfortable life, but maybe you have no plan in place to create financial freedom. In this MBA program, you will get on the right path to achieving financial freedom within 6 to 12 months. And my company, Haroon Education Ventures, has helped over 1 million people learn how to invest or start companies in order to create financial freedom so that they can leave their 9-to-5s or retire early. And that might sound crazy, but I'll prove to you that financial freedom is not as hard as you might think. But first of all, let's set the record straight on what financial freedom actually means. Let me ask you this. Are you prepared financially if you lose your job? Could you survive for the next year if you didn't make a single dollar all year? And when you retire, can you comfortably live for 20 years or more without generating another dime of income? If not, you're not financially free. But again, it's not that hard to get there if you just follow what I'll share with you in the MBA program. And the true definition of financial freedom is that you have enough to support yourself for the rest of your life and leave some behind for those that you love. That's true financial freedom. And that is exactly what I want to help you with in terms of getting on the right path to financial freedom in the next 6 to 12 months. You see, after managing over $1 billion in assets and retiring from Wall Street, I've devoted my life to teaching anyone how to become financially free. And I've taught well over 1 million people about building wealth. And I've been humbly featured in Forbes magazine, many other magazines, interviewed on television, and I've lectured at many MBA schools, including Stanford, on acquiring capital, and I've sold over 1 million online finance and business programs. And now for the first time ever, I'm going to guarantee you this. I will give you a custom plan that, if followed, will help your journey to retire early with enough money in the bank to support you for 20 years or more. Now, obviously, you have to follow the plan, but this plan will really assist you with getting your financial freedom if you just follow it. And I don't blame you if you're skeptical about how this plan can actually help you. But let's take a look at our track record. We've helped over 1 million people learn how to create financial freedom in order to be on a path to leave their 9-to-5s early to pursue a life of freedom and financial independence. And here are just a couple of examples. One of my students raised over $11 million for his startup, and others have significantly increased their net worth or successfully changed careers, gotten raises, promotions, etc. There's no gimmicks. There's no risky new business opportunities that require a ton of money to start. And there's definitely no trying to squeeze in too many hours of weekly coursework between your job and your duties at home. There's nothing to lose if you sign up because there's a 30-day, 100% money-back guarantee. So obviously we have no incentive to sell you on anything if we don't believe that it will 100% work for you. And by the end of this MBA degree program that starts on January 29th and ends in December of this year, you will have learned the following. Number one, you will learn how to materially increase your net worth in the long run by saving, making, and protecting your capital, and by understanding professional portfolio management methodologies from scratch. And this is really important because we need to think like professional money managers do when building our net worth, given the time value of money. So how will we learn this together? Well, you're provided with many templates to help you manage your personal portfolios with stocks, options, and much more. And I provide you with countless easy-to-use templates in this comprehensive MBA program, including a 100-step investment framework template to analyze any company from scratch, including all qualitative, quantitative, and financial topics, to help you materially increase the chances of making money in the long run. I also just added a comprehensive elective course on how to use AI products to do thorough investment research. This is the most up-to-date MBA program on the market. And I'm bringing my finance experience to you from my work experience at Goldman Sachs, as well as my work experience at the top hedge funds in the world, including Citadel, and in the venture capital sector, where I had a pre-IPO investment in Facebook in my company. And I'm doing all this to help you invest like professional investors do. Now, the second thing that you will learn in this MBA program is you will enjoy and understand finance and accounting and learn to read financial statements like a good book. You'll also learn how to create and forecast financial statements from scratch. And no prior accounting or finance experience is required. Why is this important to learn? Because finance and accounting is the language of business, and we need to thoroughly understand how it all works in order to raise money for our business and grow our companies or careers. In the MBA program, you will receive many accounting and financial templates. And you'll learn how to enjoy the process as I teach accounting and finance in a new and different and edutaining way using many props. I have so many props here. Let me show you what I've just put together here. So when I teach you, for example, about the balance sheet, this here, that's James Bond, that's Bond's car. And I teach you about liabilities, equity, and assets. I use tons of props. It's a lot of fun this way. Okay. And I promised my son Dylan he gets these Lego toys after I'm done with this. Also in the MBA program, there's no theory, as we do case studies on real-life situations, including Disney's acquisition of Marvel, Microsoft's M&A strategy, and the Facebook IPO, and much, much more. There is no theory ever. You will also learn how global economics works, all taught in an innovative way with real case studies, and exactly how monetary and fiscal policy works from scratch. Basically how the world works from a business and finance perspective. And this is all taught based on my extensive experience in finance and accounting, as I have an MBA in finance from Columbia University. I also won Finance Professor of the Year award from the Hult International School of Business, where I taught during the evenings when I worked in the venture capital industry during the days. And the curriculum contents are also based on my extensive experience at Goldman Sachs and at the top hedge funds in the world. Now, the third thing you will learn is how to get more interviews, business partners, or mentors by learning how to network on steroids, because your network is your net worth. In terms of why learn about networking? So you can sell more, change careers, get a new job, find more business partners, or meet with mentors in order to jumpstart your career or business. And you know that every time you see a job opening online, you literally have a 1 in 250 chance of getting that job. So who gets that job then? Well, it's usually, the person who knows people in a company. And I'll teach you how to network on steroids so you can get the job or customers of your dreams. In fact, if you're in the Platinum MBA program, I will personally help you write your LinkedIn profile. And I'll teach you how to sell. I'll teach you what to say in meetings and be thought of as a thought leader so you can build the brand of you. And I have my own column in Forbes magazine, and McGraw-Hill is publishing my book this April called Financial Essentials for Managers. So what I'll do is I'll also teach you how to take your writing and communication skills to the next level. You'll also learn how to use social media to create articles, books, videos, video editing, and much, much more. And I've given a TEDx talk and keynotes all over the world. And I'll teach you how to present with passion right from the heart and how to enjoy the process as well through your epic delivery. And as Maya Angelou once said, people might not remember what you said, but they'll never forget the way you made them feel. Now, the fourth thing you will learn is how to build or scale your business. And in the third of 4 semesters, we have a venture capital bootcamp. And what I do in the venture capital bootcamp is I teach you how to write a rock solid business plan, because failing to plan is planning to fail. Now, we need to thoroughly prepare and anticipate roadblocks or issues in our current or new business before they occur, which will ultimately help us to make more and save more. And Sun Tzu had this great quote. He said that every battle is won before it's been fought, so I'll make sure you're ready. You'll also learn how to create a pitch deck to raise money. And you'll learn how to use consulting frameworks that top consulting firms like McKinsey, Bain, and the Boston Consulting Group use when analyzing companies. And you'll learn how to manage people and how to delegate using templates provided in the curriculum. And this is all based on my humble experience, as I've started many companies and raised and managed over $1 billion in my career. And you'll be part of a global network of like-minded students from all over the world who are eager to help each other reach their full potential. And we even have in-person graduation and networking events for gold and platinum students and alumni. Now, the fifth thing you will learn in this MBA program is technology skills, including Python, Excel, and artificial intelligence. You'll learn how to program from scratch using Python and how to use every feature of Microsoft Excel, including how to program in Excel. And we added a lot of brand new AI training as well in the electives that I continue to make for my MBA students. And when I teach you how to program, I use a lot of props and I make it easy and fun to use as well. We have a lot of fun doing this together. And by visualizing and understanding the learning process, we can retain and understand so much more. And this is part of the programming methodology where I teach you about object-oriented programming. Quick side note, when you meet me at our networking and graduation events, you'll see that I'm a very, very small man. Yeah. Sorry, my humor is awful. Now, years ago, on day one, when I launched this MBA program, I promised my students that if new technologies are created that I really think can help your career, that I will work very hard to teach these new technologies to you. And so in just the past year, I've added many technology and AI electives to the curriculum, and I will continue to do so at no additional cost as you have lifetime access to the MBA and the electives. Now, when I think about my kids, I've got three boys. They're older now, three teenage boys. It's crazy but fun. But when I think about my kids, their jobs have not been invented yet. And the technology that they use to communicate with each other in the workforce has also not been invented yet. So I'll make sure to add all new technologies to the curriculum so that you're ready to take your career to the next level. Now, even if you don't want to be a full-time developer, you need to understand AI and technology from scratch, which you will learn in the many electives in this program. And I'll teach you how to use AI so we can work smarter and not harder and accomplish so much more without the need for hiring employees. And this is crucial as technology, as AI is quickly disrupting the way business is conducted, and we need to embrace this quickly in order to remain competitive. Yes, you will learn how to program and use AI from scratch, even if you have no tech experience. And before I went to business school, I spent 4 years as a developer when I worked at Accenture. And please note that the technology courses are all electives, meaning they're optional to take as part of this comprehensive MBA program. Now, the sixth thing that you will learn is how to materially increase your daily productivity so you can accomplish much more, as well as you will learn how to ignore distractions and get on a clear path to achieving your goals. And we do this with life-changing goal-setting workshops together so you can get on the path to achieving your goals. And we'll also push the goalpost out. I'm Canadian, that's what we say in Canada. It's not out, it's out. We will push the goalpost out so we can work on achieving much more than our initial goals. All right, fun. We'll also document all the goals on this template that I provide you with. And so one of the many templates I give you with the MBA program is a daily scheduling system that works and helps you accomplish so much more every single day. This works. And you might be frustrated about being stuck in a job that doesn't fully utilize your potential, making you feel undervalued and stagnant. Now, my MBA program directly addresses this by offering a holistic approach to education from a business, finance, entrepreneurship, and personal development perspective. And it provides a very well-rounded skill set necessary for climbing the corporate ladder or career ladder and achieving your business aspirations. And without these comprehensive skills, there's a risk of remaining in the same unsatisfying career loop, potentially hindering your professional and personal growth. And the MBA program is designed to break this cycle, equipping you with the tools to succeed and thrive. Does this approach align with what you're looking for? Now, as I will explain later, the Gold and Platinum MBA is the same class, but Platinum students get one-on-one meetings with me. And I promise you, and I guarantee you, that I'll help you live your life on your own terms in the MBA program or your money back. And I'm so convinced that you will get at least a 10x return on your investment in my MBA program that I have a 30-day 100% money back guarantee. And I don't think any other MBA program in the world has this. And my students inspire me so much. And there's nothing we can't accomplish together. Now, students in my MBA program have achieved the following career milestones. One of my students that started in my MBA program, in the Platinum MBA program, halfway through the program, he got a job offer at Goldman Sachs in New York City, working in investment banking, making $175,000 just base salary, doesn't include bonus. And he's in the exact same post-MBA start class with Harvard Business School graduates. Another student of mine raised $11.5 million for his startup from the same venture capitalists that invested in Tesla, SpaceX, Baidu, Twitter, or X as it's called now. Other students of mine in my MBA program have gotten jobs at Apple, McKinsey, the Boston Consulting Group, the private equity sector, the venture capital sector, and on and on and on. And I'll tell you soon how you can get on Zoom. That kind of rhymed. I'll tell you soon how to get on Zoom to ask questions. And you can also ask questions over YouTube chat, and I'm going to answer all of them. All right. And it gives me such pleasure to humbly help my students. And I hope you really enjoyed today's live webcast. Now, this is your MBA on your terms, as the program is very flexible. And all of the students, many students from all over the world that have taken my MBA degree program have one thing in common. We're all here to help each other reach our full potential. We're all in this together. And our network of students is incredible, and your network is your net worth. And the great thing about the one-year gold and platinum MBA program is that our students really help each other, and they help each other to remain accountable so we can all put what we have learned into practice quickly. And I say this with love in my heart, and I tell my students this every year. I can take you to the water, but I can't force you to drink. And so you really have to practice the concepts I'm going to be teaching you in this comprehensive MBA degree program. Now, our global family of incredible students are from many countries. And I'm humbled to say that in all my courses, I now have well over 1 million students, and my courses have generated well over $10 million in revenue. My methodology works. More importantly, though, the 6 main pillars of the program, I'm humbled to say, what I will teach you is based on stuff that works. And it's based on my real-life practical experience and not based on theory. And it works. And it'll continue to help you reach your full potential. And I'll continue to reinvest to ensure that your MBA program is always up to date with fresh new content. And I've invested well over $1 million so far in creating this MBA degree program for you. Now, in addition to the 5 pillars of content already in the MBA program, I added a 6th pillar over the past year, which is technology, and specifically how to program from scratch. And I'm constantly adding new and lots of brand new content that you'll always get for free if you sign up. And whatever new technologies are or will be created, I'll continue to add new content to the MBA program so that you're not just one step, but one giant leap ahead of your competition. And I'll talk about all 6 pillars of the MBA in more detail soon. And if you want, you can check it out at this website you see on the screen there, day1notoneday.com. Now, traditional MBA schools are too expensive and they're inflexible, meaning you have to physically be there in class, and they're certainly outdated. And they literally teach you stuff that was relevant last century. And they have not kept up to date with technology and social media trends. With my MBA degree program, it's affordable, as it only costs the same as a few hours of the cost of getting an MBA from a traditional old school MBA program. Plus, there's no risk, as there's a 30-day 100% money-back guarantee. And my 30-day 100% money-back guarantee lasts for 30 days after we start the program. And the program starts January 29th. So what this means is this. If you purchase today or any time before January 29th, then the 30-day 100% money-back guarantee lasts through March 1st of 2024. And I encourage you to Google me or go to LinkedIn and find any students that are graduates of my MBA degree program and talk to them. Also, my program is flexible because you can access it anytime from anywhere forever. You can watch lectures live with me where I stop after each topic to take endless questions. Or what you can do is you can watch the recorded lessons and recorded Q&A sessions online anytime and on any device forever. And if you sign up for the Gold or Platinum MBA program that starts on January 29th, you're allowed to join any future Gold program of mine for free forever. Also, my MBA program, is always up to date as you receive many hours of new classes every year for free. And the MBA program is a one-time payment at checkout. You can also make 3 or 6 monthly payments. And if you go to the website you see here, then for a limited time, you can get 20% off while positions are available. And this, again, is the last time I will charge low prices, as prices are going to increase materially after this January 29th class starts. And so I pride myself on teaching real practical concepts based on my experience and based on the many meetings I've had with billionaires and top CEOs and entrepreneurs, which is where I got the 101 Crucial Lessons in my book that I published. And so I published this book while I worked in the venture capital industry. And I'm very humbled to say that Forbes magazine called this book one of 6 books that all entrepreneurs need to read right now, along with books by Peter Thiel, Simon Sinek, The 7 Habits of Highly Successful People, The Lean Startup, and The Billionaire Effect. And Business Insider called my book the Book of the Year in 2016. And so I teach based on my work experience, and not everybody knows me on this call. So I thought what I would do is very quickly talk about my bio and why I teach. So I'm from Canada originally, but I now live in the San Francisco Bay Area with my wife, Christine, and my 3 sons. They're all teenagers now. They're older now, but my eldest son, Andrew, is at Berkeley University. In terms of my experience, I have 30 years, I'm getting old, man. I have 30 years of experience in business. And I graduated with a Bachelor of Commerce degree from McGill University. Then I worked for 4 years as a programmer at consulting firm Accenture. Then I got my MBA in finance from Columbia University. And when I graduated from Columbia, when I talked to my buddies that went to Columbia and Harvard Business School, they were all frustrated, myself included. We were all frustrated because we all didn't learn the most important business concepts in business school, which is why I created this MBA degree program. Now, traditional MBA degree programs do not teach you how to present. They also don't teach you how to get customers. They don't teach you how to network, and they don't teach you how to interview or how to manage your own money. They teach you how to manage other people's money. And this is embarrassing, but this was apparent to me when I wanted to buy my first apartment in New York City in 2002. I called my buddies that graduated from Columbia and Harvard Business School, and I asked, hey, how does a mortgage work? And they all said, I don't know. They didn't teach us that in MBA school. They also don't teach you how to start a company. Ask anyone that has an MBA. So do you now know how to start a company? They don't. MBA schools teach theoretical concepts that were relevant last century, and they teach bogus theoretical concepts like supply and demand curves, which nobody really uses in the real world, unless you're an economist. Now, unlike traditional MBA schools, my MBA program covers all of these concepts and much more, and it's always up to date. Now, after I graduated from Columbia, I worked at Goldman Sachs in New York City. Then I worked at Citadel and some of the other top hedge funds in the world. And Citadel hired me and moved my family to the San Francisco Bay Area, where I invested in technology stocks. I then started my own hedge fund and a venture capital firm, where I had pre-IPO investments in my fund in Facebook and eventually in other companies like Palantir. But something was missing, because when I had my annual reviews at all the companies that I worked for when I worked for other people, it was a really uncomfortable moment for my bosses. They'd always start my annual performance review meeting with something like this. Chris, you're exceeding expectations. You're a top performer, humbly. You're a great teammate and fun to work with. But can you spend a little bit less time mentoring people in other departments of the firm? And I got awards for this too, for mentoring people in companies I've worked at. I got awards for this. But my answer to them was always respectfully no, because you can't expect your dreams to come true without first helping other people's come true. And it always gives me a lot of satisfaction helping people with their careers. It's why I do what I do. Now, in hindsight, I love venture capital, as I got to sit on many boards and I started many companies and humbly did well. But I found that my true passion is teaching. Teaching and helping my students take their careers to the next level. So I taught at a bunch of Bay Area MBA schools and won an award for Finance Professor of the World from one university. And I want to help you find your passion too. And so during the weekends, what I used to do is I would volunteer with charities in East Palo Alto. And East Palo Alto is in the San Francisco Bay Area here. And in East Palo Alto, only 40% of people have high school degrees. And so many of these poor students have deadbeat fathers, and I mentored them, and I love doing it. And the genesis of what I do, the genesis of the idea for this gold and platinum MBA degree came from my charitable teachings in East Palo Alto. And so I created a one-day course back in 2016 for them called An Entire MBA in One Day. Then I threw up a camera at home as I wanted to record it and help other people all over the world. And I called the 8-hour online course An Entire MBA in One Course. And I'm humbled to say that the course alone has sold over 500,000 copies. I even taught the course in Rwanda last summer at the school that we built with one of my Platinum MBA students using the profits from my courses. And the school is done in Rwanda and it has solar on the roof and high-speed internet. And I'm really excited to say that per this image here, we just secured 10 acres of land in Kenya, about 6 hours away from Nairobi, and we're starting to build our second school with another Platinum student of mine named Maren Koros. And the school is going to be named in honor of her mother, and it will be called the Leah Koros Memorial School for Girls. And your tuition helps to build these schools. And my goal is to build 1,000 schools in Africa using the proceeds from my MBA degree program. And I never did any of this for the money. And I tell my students that if you chase money, you lose your money and your dreams. But if you chase your dreams and you don't give a darn what other people think of you, then something wonderful happens. Your dreams come true and the money follows accidentally. It always does. Now, you can't reinvent yourself or make a dent in the universe unless you follow your heart and chase your passion. And all the best entrepreneurs never chase money. They chase their dreams. And I want to humbly help you realize your dreams, as again, I can't expect to realize my dreams unless I first help my students' dreams become a reality. And so my passion is helping you. And my passion is also building schools with my profits all over the world. And so here's a picture of a Platinum MBA graduate named Vital and I during our first trip to Rwanda to build our school. And my MBA program is not only based on my work experience on Wall Street working at Goldman Sachs, it's also based on my work experience in the venture capital sector here in the San Francisco Bay Area. And it's not just US focused. It's global in nature, as I've worked all over the world as well. I worked in and invested in companies in India, Brazil, North America, of course, all over Europe, the Middle East, China, South Korea, Japan, and many other countries. And so our next Gold and Platinum one-year MBA degree program starts on Monday, January 29th. And classes are going to be every Monday and Tuesday from 4 p.m. until 7 p.m. Pacific time. And we start on January 29th, that's a Monday, and the last class is in December of this year, 2024. And classes are 3 hours long, again, every Monday and Tuesday from 4 p.m. until 7 p.m. Pacific time. Plus, we have live Q&A after all topics during all classes. So each Monday and Tuesday, we cover 3 topics. And after all 3 topics, I stop and take questions over YouTube live chat or Zoom. And you don't have to watch all the classes live. You can watch the replays of them or just watch an attending class if you want and choose what you want to watch. Okay, only watch the topics that interest you the most. And there's barely any homework as you learn during class, as it's educating, meaning educational and entertaining. Edutaining, yeah. We have a lot of fun learning together as well. Now, there's about 100 classes, not including the countless hours of electives. And there's a short quiz, a very short quiz, after all 100 classes, which takes hardly any time to finish, and there's no other homework. But this means that there's 100 quizzes. And in order to pass and receive the MBA degree, all you need to do is get over 50% on half of the 100 quizzes. And I set it up this way because not all students are interested in the same content. And I really wanted this to be your MBA on your terms. Now, the Gold and Platinum program students all attend the same classes and Q&A sessions and the same weekly office hours for Gold and Platinum students, which is every Thursday for 2 hours from 11:20 a.m. Pacific time until 1:20 p.m. Pacific time. And you have access to the weekly office hours for Gold and Platinum students forever, even after the MBA ends in December of this year, at no additional cost, of course. And you're also grandfathered into all future MBA programs for free as Gold members. So what this means is this. If you purchase the Gold or Platinum MBA program that starts this January 29th, then you can attend all future MBA programs of mine for free as Gold members. And if you're in the Platinum program, you also get 3 hours of one-on-one Zoom calls with me spread throughout the year. And the one-on-one Zoom calls are 20 minutes each on Mondays, Tuesdays, or Thursdays between 1:30 p.m. and 3:30 p.m. Pacific time. And during the 3 hours of one-on-one meetings, meaning 180 minutes for 20-minute sessions, so 9 sessions in total, during the one-on-ones, I will literally write your entire LinkedIn profile if you want me to, and I will humbly and confidentially help you with any business or career-related topic from how to interview, or how to ask for a raise or a promotion, or how to grow your startup, or any other project you want me to help you with. So let's look at the prices and what is included in the Gold and Platinum program. So let's go together to day1notoneday.com. I'll do this really quickly. Okay, so I'll go here to day1notoneday.com. Okay. All right. And if you scroll down here, you'll see the programs and just details about the programs here. And you can read all this if you want to. There's FAQs and testimonials, etc. But I want to mention this and highlight this and put this on your radar screen here. This is Gold. This is Platinum right here. And if you click this button here, you get 20% off $14.99. So it's $14.99 minus 20%. And for Platinum, it's $24.99 minus 20% if you click this button. And this 20% off coupon expires very soon. And as I mentioned before, I'm going to be raising prices materially for all my products after January 29th. Okay, let me go back to the presentation here. Let's now discuss what is included in the MBA program, meaning what do I teach about in the one-year Gold and Platinum MBA program starting on Monday, January 29th. And so there's 6 pillars, as you can see in the program. And I mentioned the brand new technology pillar, where I teach you programming as well as AI, Python, and every Excel lecture from scratch. And the technology part of the MBA is brand new, and I'm adding a lot of new technology topics this year. And also, aside from technology, This year, I'm also adding a comprehensive real estate elective as well. And in terms of the technology pillar, I actually rented a few Hollywood studios where top movies are made to record this trailer for one of the tech electives. Check it out. I don't know how to say it, so I'm just going to say it. I'm teaching a comprehensive course on Microsoft Excel. But let me tell you, Excel is a magician's hat that pulls out solutions to problems you never thought possible. As a former beta tester wizard for Microsoft, I've created more spreadsheets than stars in the sky. Come with me on a journey that will blow your mind. We're going back to a time when accounting was done with, well, sand. This is 5,000 years ago when the ancient Mesopotamians ruled the world, and clay tablets were the ultimate tech. They invented writing and spreadsheets before spreadsheets even existed, with wedge-shaped writing called cuneiform pressed into clay tablets. They tracked their trades, taxes, and loans like it was nobody's business. I think I'll add new shoes to the miscellaneous expenses column. And then came the paper ledger, the smartphone of the Middle Ages. The first tech revolution that changed the game for accountants and merchants everywhere. It allowed them to record several hundred financial transactions per day, a step up from clay tablets. Just when it seemed like spreadsheets had hit their limits, a new technology emerged. Computers with raw power at your fingertips. Programs like VisiCalc and Lotus 123 allowed for thousands of calculations per day. But with great power comes great responsibility. The undo function was yet to be invented. And today, Excel can do billions of calculations per day. So next time you open up the app, remember the journey it took to get here. And who knows where we'll go from here. Join me and unlock your full potential to wield thousands of years of history like a true wizard. Now, to access the Excel, AI, or Python and other elective courses, you can always access them in the last lecture of your MBA degree program. And I love to teach with props, which makes the whole learning process more fun. And I partnered with one of my platinum students, actually. His name is Luca Anderson. And according to Google developers, he's one of the top 150 machine learning and AI experts in the world. He's great. He inspires me, as do many of my MBA students. Let's now talk about the other five components of the MBA. So the second of 6 pillars is finance and accounting. And I'll teach you finance and accounting from scratch, assuming you have no finance or accounting experience. And if you do have finance or accounting experience, I want you to please forget everything you learned, because I'm going to teach you a brand new way, an easier way, and more fun way with lots of props, because it's easier and more fun to learn with props and visuals. And all the stuff I teach is based on my work experience on Wall Street, having worked at Goldman Sachs and in the hedge fund industry and the venture capital sector. And I'm going to teach you again how to read financial statements like a good book. I'll teach you about mergers and acquisitions, as well as investment banking. And I'll use lots of real-life case studies. And I'll give you so many investing tools and templates so you can analyze any investment before deciding to invest. And so instead of giving you a fish, I teach you how to fish so that you become a great long-term investor and you make smarter investment decisions. And I don't want you to ever rely on anyone's advice, including mine, on what to buy when you invest. And this is why I'm going to teach you and provide you with many templates so you can decide for yourself. And nobody is smarter than you. And I believe that with my whole heart, that I licensed this very short, life-changing interview with Steve Jobs from the Silicon Valley Historical Association here in the San Francisco Bay Area.
When you grow up, you tend to get told that the world is the way it is, and your life is just to live your life inside the world, try not to bash into the walls too much, try to have a nice family life, have fun, save a little money. But life, that's a very limited life. Life can be much broader once you discover one simple fact, and that is everything around you that you call life was made up by people that were no smarter than you. And you can change it. You can influence it. You can build your own things that other people can use. And the minute that you understand that you can poke life and actually something will, if you push in, something will pop out the other side, that you can change it, you can mold it. That's maybe the most important thing, is to shake off this erroneous notion that life is there and you're just going to live in it, versus embrace it, change it, improve it, make your mark upon it. I think that's very important. And however you learn that, once you learn it, you'll want to change life and make it better, because it's kind of messed up in a lot of ways. Once you learn that, you'll never be the same again.
Also, in the Finance and Accounting pillar is a 30-hour elective where I teach you how professional investors do advanced investment and portfolio analysis, and how they use basic and advanced option strategy to protect their money and, of course, make money too. Now, here's a short video about the Finance and Accounting part of the MBA program. Do you want to learn all of the practical finance and accounting skills that you need to be successful in a really fun way from scratch? In this track, we cover everything from managing your personal finances to even starting a hedge fund and everything in between. I teach you the basics and the advanced ways to analyze and value companies, create a diversified investment portfolio. I also teach you how to invest in stocks, bonds, commodities, real estate, and even advanced options topics covering derivatives, investing in options, future swaps, and much more. And I promise you that I will explain it all in a fun and easy to understand way from scratch. You will learn how to use my VFT, meaning Valuation, Fundamentals, and Technicals Investment Research Framework, that uses my specially designed 100-step process and comprehensive, brand new state-of-the-art investment template to research and analyze stocks to ensure that you can pick profitable investments in the long run. When you finish this track, you will be able to manage portfolios like a professional by using the many financial models and frameworks I provide you with to outperform your competition, regardless of whether it's your own money, your client's money, or corporate or government portfolios. This track is so comprehensive and enjoyable. You can go from being financially illiterate to a savvy professional investor in practically no time at all, with the methods that you'll learn to use in these easy to apply lessons. It's never too late to learn how to invest in your future. So please check it out. We can't wait to have you join us. Thank you. The third pillar of the MBA program is entrepreneurship, where I teach you how to start a company or improve your current company. And during the entrepreneurship part of the program, we have a 15-hour, let me get my hat prop here. We have a 15-hour venture capital boot camp where I teach you how to start your company or improve your current company or department if you work at a big company. I also teach you how to raise money, like a student of mine that I mentioned that raised $11.5 million from Tim Draper and others. And Tim Draper was an early investor in Tesla, Baidu, Twitter. Yeah. Now, the venture capital bootcamp part of the MBA is based on my work experience in the VC sector, where I invested in Facebook pre-IPO, and based on companies I've started and the boot camps I've been a part of at Stanford University. And the Stanford Graduate School of Business MBA program has a venture capital class. And part of the curriculum for several years, I was involved and on panels, and I mentored many Stanford MBA students with their business models while they were doing their MBA at Stanford as part of their curriculum. And all this venture capital knowledge I will teach you in the entrepreneurship part of the MBA program. Now, here's a very short video on the entrepreneurship track. Over the last decade, there's been an explosion of entrepreneurship with the advancement of technology. The amazing thing is that anybody can start companies now with very little capital and in any country. But sadly, most of these businesses will fail within 2 years. Now, the difference between success and failure is planning and execution, because failing to plan is planning to fail. In the entrepreneurship track, we have what I call our venture capital boot camp. I guide you through all the practical steps that you need to grow your existing company or launch a new company, including raising money, creating a rock-solid go-to-market business strategy, building your management team, determining the product and or service that you're selling, and creating financial statements the easy way. I have a lot of experience with venture capital, as I've participated as a teacher and a keynote speaker at venture capital events all over the world, including judging business models on many occasions at the Stanford University Graduate School of Business. In the entrepreneurship track of the program, you are given many up-to-date and easy-to-use templates for writing a business plan, including finding your customers, researching your competition, and securing the necessary financials to ensure your company's success. This section is jam-packed with practical skills and knowledge that will give graduates the upper hand in the new economy. Students are provided with the step-by-step lessons to launch and execute a successful business idea that will thrive today and in the future. If you've ever dreamed of starting your own business, you'll be armed with the essential tools needed to ensure success. Learn why relationships are more important than product knowledge, and together, let's build your business empire. I'll see you in the program. Thank you. The fourth of 6 pillars is called Sales, Marketing, and Communications, where I teach you how to sell anything, including yourself. And the best CEOs and entrepreneurs are great salespeople. And I'll teach you how to reinvent yourself and get more customers or a better job and much more. And we study the best entrepreneurs, and we don't study theory. And I teach you how to use YouTube or other social media products to enhance your career. I'll also teach you how to communicate better and speak gooder too. And that was awful dad humor. And I really do have to apologize because there's a little bit too much dad humor in the MBA program, but that's okay because you got a 30-day 100% money back guarantee. Now, in the MBA program, you'll also learn how to use the video or audio equipment that you already have to create an incredible Zoom or webcast experience for your viewers from your home. And one of my amazing platinum students, named Evelyn from Minnesota, she just took her career to the next level using the audio and video concepts taught in the MBA program. And Evelyn inspires me so much. And she told me that an amazing Zoom setup at home does the exact same thing for your career that an incredible Italian suit does. And so here's a very quick video on what to expect in the Sales, Marketing, and Communications pillar of the MBA program. 2 of the most important skills you need to succeed in your career are the ability to sell and the ability to market yourself. But traditional MBAs place very little, if any, emphasis on this area. They're stuck teaching theories that no longer have any relevance in modern society. In this section of the program called Sales, Marketing, and Communications, You'll learn how to sell, including your products, your services, and most importantly, yourself. I will teach you frameworks for qualifying your leads more effectively, along with an assortment of tips, tools, and techniques that you can use to elevate the value of your offer to your current or potential customers. I will teach you how to sell better than anybody you know. You'll also learn how to communicate effectively during meetings and during presentations, as well as how to appeal to your customers' emotions and how to use empathy as your secret weapon. Inside this track of the program, you'll learn all of the skills needed to navigate the modern business landscape and succeed in any job. Don't sell yourself short. Learn how to get what you're worth. Come and check it out for yourself. Thank you. The fifth pillar is called Economics Management and Strategy, where I teach you how global finance works, including how interest rates work and much more, and how the government floods the market with, it's out of money now, but you get the idea. Floods the market, it's fake money, I'm a fake teacher. Floods the money market with money in order to issue bonds and change interest rates. We also use many frameworks to analyze companies that top consulting firms like Accenture and McKinsey use to analyze companies. And I provide you with all the arrows, meaning frameworks, in your quiver, all the tools you need so you can work smarter and not harder as you build your empire. Now, here's a short video of what else to expect in this part of the MBA program. Inside the Economics Management and Strategy section of the Haroon MBA degree program, we focus on teaching relevant information for the real world. We also examine how governments affect the economy and what that means for investors. In addition, we analyze successful companies and industry leaders' best practices, which you can apply to your career to take your career to the next level. We'll also learn everything there is to know about cryptocurrencies when we take a deep dive into the topic and consider what impact they will have on the financial systems in the future. This section is full of relevant case studies, including Apple potentially buying Nintendo. This section also includes many frameworks and research systems that graduates always rave about that have taken this program, because it provides them with actionable lessons that they can put into use right away to greatly impact their future wealth. We also discuss in an entertaining and educational way fiscal policy, monetary policy, international trade, how to manage and motivate people, and so much more. So take control of your financial future. Success is closer than it seems. Join us now and learn how to achieve your future dreams faster. I'll see you on the inside of the program. Thank you. In the sixth and final pillar, we have personal growth, where I help you accomplish much more every single day using this template here and many other templates that I provide you with. And I provide you with this in mini file formats as well. And this will help you accomplish so much more while being well-rounded. So you have more time for exercise, spending time with your loved ones, playing GTA 6, etc., and so much more. I got to go. Okay. You're not going to see me for at least a month in 2025. Because the second that GTA 6 is out, that's how we say in Canada, it's not out, it's out, I'm going to play that 24/7. Okay. Anyway, let me get back on track here. Sorry. But this is really important, scheduling your days and goal setting, because if you want to get something done, give it to a busy person, which will be you. And I help you with conquering any lack of confidence we might have that are holding us back from reaching our full potential. And I teach you how to network and make the best LinkedIn profile and resume too, so you can get the job or customers or investors of your dreams. And your network is your net worth, and relationships are crucial in business. And so I'll teach you how to network on steroids. And I humbly believe that the personal growth track is more helpful than the 5 other pillars in the MBA program. Much more valuable. I love teaching with props, yeah. So here's our sixth and final video on what the personal growth pillar is all about. Welcome to the personal growth track of the program, where you will develop a crystal clear image of the person and future you truly desire. You will learn how to identify and create a blueprint for the future that you want. Now, in this track, you will redefine your image of yourself and grow your confidence by pushing your limits. You'll also be able to market yourself far more effectively because you will have developed the inner belief that fuels your dreams. You will gain improved communication skills that will have a lasting positive impact, both personally and professionally, for the rest of your life, so that you can get the dream job or change careers or get promoted and so much more. Get the confidence and tools you need to create the life that you want. Make the best decision you can make for your future and join me. Thank you. Let's talk about topic 2 of 3, which is some frequently asked questions about the MBA program. One question I get quite often is, can I take the program if I have no knowledge of business or finance or accounting concepts? Absolutely. No prior knowledge is required. We have many doctors and engineers and MBA graduates from top schools that take my MBA program, and they always say they learned way more in my program at a fraction of the cost. And we've had graduates that are in their early 20s and in their early 70s from all over the world, and all with unique backgrounds that really enhances the student body from a networking perspective. Another question I get is, what if I don't have enough time to watch classes or do the short quizzes? And do I need to quit my job? No, you don't have to quit your job, because you only have to take half of the quizzes and get over 50% in order to pass. Also, you don't have to do the program in 1 year. You can take as long as you want to. This is a flexible and affordable MBA program that you can take on your own terms. And you have access to all the content and new content I add forever. And you don't need a university degree to register for my MBA program. Another question I get is, are there opportunities to network with other students? Absolutely, using Slack and Zoom, and in our in-person graduation and networking events. And here's a short video from 2 of our in-person graduation ceremonies, which students attended in person or they watched the live webcast. And you don't have to graduate to attend these graduation/networking events.
Good morning to my amazing global MBA family.
So you now officially have everything you need to build something far bigger than yourself. Okay? And so we are now 100% done the MBA degree program. Congratulations. Excellent. He's from Mississauga, it's my hometown. Next up, we've got Christian Chang. Dion Vernon. Now, I want to end this MBA degree program right now on this positive note. And I want you to get up and start working on architecting your perfect life, armed with what you've learned in this MBA degree program. And more importantly, armed with this new empowering belief that you have in yourself. Now, this is not the end. It is not the beginning of the end. It is perhaps the end of the beginning. Believe in yourself and think with your heart first. Any past or present gold or platinum student can attend our graduation and networking events in person, even if you haven't graduated yet. And during the 2-day event, I also do in-person one-on-one meetings with my platinum students. Another question I get is the Haroon MBA degree program accredited? No. Because accredited traditional old school MBA programs don't help you achieve your full potential, and they don't teach you practical business concepts that make you successful. And government accreditation means that I would have to have a board that will make me teach theoretical concepts that you won't use in the real world. And here's what business icons have to say about an accredited, traditional, old school MBA programs. Let's kick it off with Elon Musk, who said, as much as possible, avoid hiring MBAs. MBA programs don't teach you how to create companies. Our position is that we hire someone in spite of an MBA, not because of one. And Sheryl Sandberg, who was the COO of Facebook, said, while I got great value from my experience, MBAs are not necessary at Facebook, and I don't believe they are important for working in the tech industry. And Guy Kawasaki, great guy, who was an early Apple employee, said, for every full-time engineer, add $500,000 in company value. For every full-time MBA, subtract $250,000. Peter Thiel, who's a top venture capitalist in the world, said this of traditional MBA schools. Never hire an MBA. They will ruin your company. And Mark Andreessen, who's also a top venture capitalist here in Silicon Valley, and I met with him, and he was actually on a board I was on when I worked in VC. But he said this, MBA graduating classes are actually a reliable indicator. If they all want to go into investment banking, there's going to be a financial crisis. If they all want to go into technology, that means a bubble is forming. And Scott Cook, who's a Harvard MBA and the founder of Intuit, had this to say. When MBAs come to us, we have to fundamentally retrain them. Nothing they learned will help them succeed at innovation. Lastly, the number one marketing guru on the planet, Seth Godin, who is also a Stanford MBA, he went to Stanford, he said this, an MBA has become a two-part machine. First, students are taught everything they need to know to manage a company from 1990. And second, they're taken out of the real world. And so I would love to have you join us in my Gold or Platinum MBA program that starts on January 29th. And so please go to day1notoneday.com per the web address you see here. Please go to that website to learn more and sign up. We have lots of testimonials at that website from graduates. And feel free to reach out to any Haroon Gold or Platinum MBA graduates on LinkedIn too, or just Google my name, whatever. Yeah. And you might have other questions about certain topics covered in the MBA program or not. Now, the best way to answer this is two ways. Number one, let me show you here. Number one, you can go to this website, day1notoneday.com, and then click here, enroll today. It won't take you to the checkout page first, but you'll be able to see the curriculum. So scroll down, check out the curriculum after you click these buttons here. The second way is you can set up a one-on-one Zoom call with me. And you can do this by going here to the top of this website here, day1notoneday.com. And then you can click right here to set up a Zoom call with me. Yeah. And you can purchase the Gold and Platinum program today at day1notoneday.com. And again, positions are limited. And I've got a discount available, as I mentioned, of 20% off right here for Gold or Platinum, which expires very soon. And again, prices for all my MBA programs will be rising materially after this class begins on January 29th. All my products, yeah. And if you have additional questions, you can either ask me in a few minutes using YouTube chat or using Zoom. And I'll explain how to get onto Zoom in a minute. Let me go back here to my slides. Okay, cool. All right. So we have students from all over the world that have taken and benefited from the program. Rather than me reading all of these, you could go to that website, Day One Not One Day, and scroll down to read them. But I've got Eileen Dale Gracias, who's got the best last name ever. Her last name, Dale Gracias, is Spanish for thank God. And she's based in Atlanta. I met with her when I went there with my family recently. She said, the MBA has completely changed my outlook in life and in business. We've got Dr. Mark Vincent Besa from the Philippines. He said, the MBA is one of a kind, where practicality is taught and we learn exactly how successful companies are built. We have students from the United States, of course, Dave Capel. He's from France originally. I met him and his family a couple of years ago. Good dude. We got students from India. Here's Akil. I put Mark in there twice. Sorry. That was a senior moment. The older I get, the better I was. We have Stella from South Korea, Yoshida-san from Japan, Vital from Germany, who I built that school in Rwanda with. We have Asan from Pakistan. Jason from Australia. He was the head of the Alumni Association for a year. Good guy. And his son actually interned with me as well. And we have Doris from the United Kingdom, Lamarck from the Philippines, Dante from Canada, Portugal. We have students from all over the world that have taken this. Yeah, let me go here, fast forward here. All right, great. Now, I spent over $1 million on the program so far. And you can take the program on a laptop, a desktop, a tablet, or your phone, and all lectures have the highest quality closed captions added. And I recorded all lectures from 5 different camera angles. It's beautifully edited as well. And so right here, you can see this is the class, the backdrop of the class, where we do a case study on Nintendo as well. And each lesson has a unique background with many props to make the learning environment fun and engaging. That's Mr. Buffett over there. And then if I go back here, we do a case study on Coca-Cola as well. Yeah, so the backgrounds are different just to make it more fun and engaging as well. And here we did a case study. We talked about a lot of VR products as well. And Apple is coming out with their new product, their new AR/VR product. It goes on sale at 5 a.m. January 19th, I believe. And you can get it for February 2nd, which is my birthday. And yes, I'm going to get up early and order it because I'm a nerd. All right, before I answer your YouTube chat questions and before I answer Zoom questions, let's move on to the free gifts. Okay, I think I have it right here. Yeah, so let me click here to get the address for you. There we go, great. So please go to the web address you see right here, all lowercase, haroonmba.com/zoomday1, all lowercase, to get your 2 gifts. And the 2 gifts are as follows. Let me go there with you, actually. haroonmba.com/zoomday1, all lowercase. Here we go. Great. Okay. So here are the gifts. So gift number 1 right here is a course of mine called the Complete Personal Finance Course. Click here to get it for free. Gift number 2 is a course called Introduction to Finance, Accounting, Valuation, and Modeling. You can click right here to get this course for free as well. And at the top of this website here, is where you get the 2 free courses. You can click right here to join the Zoom call if you want to ask questions. Now, while I wait for people to join Zoom, I'll open up Zoom in a second. What I'm going to do is I'm going to play a short trailer from a course that I'm giving away for free today called Introduction to Finance, Accounting, Modeling, and Valuation. All right, so please join Zoom. I'll see you guys in a minute. Thanks.
When you think of accounting and finance, what comes to mind? Don't worry, this is not my course. I have something just a little more special planned for you. Do you want to learn about accounting and finance in a way that you've never been taught before? Of course you do. My visual approach will teach you everything you need to know, and it will be a lot of fun. In fact, you'll wonder why you weren't taught this way in school. Oh, and if you get a moment, please check out the student reviews to see how so many people have enjoyed the learning experience. And you know what the best part is? No experience is necessary to take this course. So if you don't know how to model and value a company, analyze a cash flow statement, or understand the difference between growth and value investing, not to worry. We will cover all of those concepts from scratch. So why should you learn accounting and finance from me? I have an MBA in finance from Columbia University. But more importantly, I have work experience in the real world, from Goldman Sachs to several hedge funds, to venture capital and consulting firms. I've raised and managed over $1 billion in my career. Now I'm passionate about sharing my knowledge and experience. My life has turned full circle, from my own education to my experience in business, to investing in and founding several companies. Instead of teaching boring finance and accounting theory, I teach based on my own real-life practical experience, and it has led me right here to you. I want you to understand how to create, analyze, and forecast an income statement, a balance sheet, and a cash flow statement. I want you to thoroughly understand and enjoy finance and accounting so that you can be inspired to achieve all of your career goals. I have the tools needed to get the job done. So let's do it. I'll see you in class.
All right, the first question I've got is from Valenz. I'll read all questions and comments in order. And again, if you want to join Zoom to ask questions, please go ahead. Let me first of all go through YouTube chat. Valenz wrote, "Hey Chris, Happy New Year. Great to see you. It's been a while." You wrote, "Hope you're doing well. It seems like I haven't talked to you for a while. I think you're from New Zealand. Correct me if I'm wrong. Good to see you." And then you wrote, "Just wondering if you by any chance are going to make a digital marketing course." Yeah, I'm going to continue to add to the MBA degree program. As I mentioned earlier, my sons who are older now, the technologies that they use from a digital marketing perspective to enhance their careers has not yet been invented. So what I'll do is once those technologies are released, I will learn them quickly and I'll add it to the curriculum. And we're adding a minimum of 5 to 10 new tech courses this year, as well as a very comprehensive real estate course that I'm working on right now. And the real estate course is not a tech course. And for those of you that already purchased the MBA program, you can always go to the last lecture of the curriculum to get access to the electives. Yeah, and check there often because we're adding them all the time. All right, next up, Dave Capel, how are you, man? I mentioned you in my video. Great to see you again. You wrote, pardon me, Happy New Year. It's always good to talk about you and all the things you taught my friends and coworkers. Thank you. Excuse me. Sorry. I exercised a little bit too hard with my son this week. So yeah, pushing the goalpost out. Dan, how are you? And I hope you enjoyed seeing you in that video where I gave you a hug. You wrote, best wishes for another awesome year, Chris. Thank you for what you taught us during this past year. And I hope this next year will be good for the next cohort of students as the one I experienced. It's great to see you warm my heart. It was wonderful meeting with your wonderful wife and your son, who's a technology wizard just like you. DE, who is Pierre from the United Kingdom, wrote, an extraordinary cost, a great value for the money. I appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you. It was great chatting with you yesterday during office hours too. Moving on to Robert, who wrote, I'm close to purchasing silver. Thank you. Your Udemy and weekly AMA, Ask Me Anything, got me close to pulling the trigger. Thank you. And I have to disclose, I've said it a couple of times, I have to, that prices for all of my products are going up materially after January 29th. Yeah. And one of the reasons is because I'm budgeting, how am I going to build 1,000 schools with the pricing point where it is right now? Yeah. And then next up, I've got Enerbun, who wrote, Chris, how are you? I'm always great, thanks. It's always good to see you. We got Awez from Egypt. Happy New Year, Habibi. Great to see you. My dad's from Sohag, as you know, 2 hours south of Cairo. And you wrote, how are you? I'm always good, thanks. I'm much better than I sound right now. Sorry. Moving on to Ravadi, I included a couple of funny pictures of us taking pictures together at the graduation. I hope you saw that and laughed. You wrote, as an alumni student, I'm grateful for whatever I learned from you, Chris. Thank you. Thank you. And when one teaches, two learn. give me 1 second, guys, here. Hold on a second. I'm just going to clear my throat. It's fun doing these live things. I'm going to go on mute. All right, I'm back. All right, let me get to more questions here. Ravadi, great to see you, and Happy New Year to you too. Ramos wrote, a blissful New Year's and many more growth. Excellent, thank you. Happy New Year to you too. Happy New Year, Vamsi, great to see you. MP, Happy New Year as well. Siva Kumar, Happy New Year. Ingrid wrote, I finished the silver a week ago and already purchased the platinum. Thank you. And I'm looking forward to humbly helping you. Yeah. Next up, Dan the Man. Dan Dick wrote, funny how many of us alumni are here. Yeah, this program is really that good. Thank you for that. I appreciate that. Dan from Fremont, California. Dan also wrote, it's not a get-rich thing. That's right. Yeah. It's a relevant, useful, well-targeted, well-executed education in things that really matter, and it's fun and memorable. Thank you. Thank you. And Awez Habibi wrote, the best MBA degree program ever. Thank you. Thank you. And then David wrote, is it possible to take the AI class? Absolutely. Just go to the very last lecture of the MBA degree program where you can take the Python course and a new finance AI class I added that's not available anywhere else. Yeah. And I'm going to be adding a lot more AI courses in just the next month. We've got 4 more we recorded that we're putting online very, very soon. Yeah. And you'll always find them in the very last lecture of the curriculum. And then Joe wrote, agrees, I'm still in silver. I'm starting gold. Wish I could have done platinum. Yeah. And then Dan wrote, I'm not sure if Chris and Luca have opened these AI courses outside the MBA program. Some of them, yes. But not all. You wrote, I still need to go through the AI course related to finance. The AI is practical, not deep into ML internals. Yeah, it's fun. It's fun. I learned a ton partnering with Luca on these courses. And as I mentioned, Luca is one of the top AI experts in the world, according to Google developers. He's amazing. Yeah. All right. And then Dan wrote, after spending a year in the program, I still have a few things to finish up, though. I already have my Platinum MBA diploma certificate. Yeah. And all you have to do is literally take half of the program, right? You don't have to watch the whole thing. There's 100 quizzes. Just take 50 quizzes and pass. And I think of myself like I'm a waiter. And this is where I proposed to my wife in Paris years ago. She said yes. But when you go to a restaurant, you don't order everything on the menu. You look at everything. And so that's how the MBA program is set up as well. There's multiple career tracks, meaning multiple pillars, content you can look at. And if you're passionate about it, watch those lectures. If not, don't bother. Yeah. And my goal is to humbly help you either get that coveted job, change careers, get a raise, a promotion, etc., or start a company. Yeah. Just to live your life in your own terms. All right. Otherwise, what happens is you got to take that risk in life and start your own company. I'm here to help you as well. Otherwise, what happens is you get older and somebody pays you this much money to make their dreams become a reality. Yeah. Okay. Mattia, hey, how are you? From Italy. I remember you. That's right. I think you got a job in private equity. Yeah. You wrote from the January 2022 MBA Platinum. He's a great teacher. Thank you. And mentor, guys, highly recommend to get the MBA program. Thank you. God bless you for that. It's good to see you again. Chimike, it's been a while. How are you? You wrote, I'm an MBA student. I've not done 10%, and what I've learned is already worth more than what I paid. Thank you. Thank you. Next up, we have Stephen, who wrote, you're so inspiring, Chris. Thank you. Thank you. I'm humbled. And then Always wrote, I also completed my MBA degree, but rewatching and learning new things again and again. Yeah, and I keep adding new stuff as well. And by the way, when you all take the MBA degree program, don't look at what percent you've completed. So in the Silver, Gold, Platinum, there's a bar that will tell you what percent you've done, because it'll frustrate you because I keep adding new stuff. And so one day you'll show up and start taking classes in the curriculum, and it'll show that the percent you completed went down. Don't focus on that. Just focus on getting 50 of the 100 quizzes done if you want. Yeah. And again, there's no rush as well, because this is your MBA in your terms, and you have access to the MBA forever. Yeah. And you can watch it on a laptop, desktop, TV, through Apple TV if you want to. You can stream it that way, any device. Yeah. Okay. All right. And then Dan wrote, at the August graduation, Christine, that's right, she was head of the alumni. She's great. She's amazing. Christine told me she graduated 2 years earlier and yet was still learning and reviewing. So apparently we're not alone. Yeah, very cool. And Christine, that's not my wife. It's another Christine. Yeah. Next up, Robert wrote, is the 200-hour Q&A not in silver? Can I purchase it if silver fits in your budget and schedule? No. So unfortunately, the 200 hours of live Q&A is done after each class, meaning after each topic I teach for gold and platinum only. Yeah. But there's a 1 hour Zoom call I do every week with silver students. And that's every Thursday from 10 a.m. until 11 a.m. Pacific time. Yeah. Okay. Next up, Dan wrote, I love those Thursday online meetings. Thank you. And then Always wrote, yes, indeed, I love the meetings as well. Moving on to Dan, who wrote, I spent $7,000 on my AI boot camp from Caltech, great school. I loved it and thought it was worthwhile after taking the deep learning AI courses, but I found this, I guess the MBA program I'm referring to, more useful and fun. I'm still glad I took both. Awesome. Awesome. good to see you, man. All right. Next up, let's see here. Wes wrote, I'm now into ethical hacking because Chris, and I'm chasing my dreams now. I might add a course very soon on unethical hacking and unethical business. I'm just kidding. That's awful dad humor. Sorry. All right. Next up, Sam wrote, hey, Chris, I love the Udemy course and the YouTube videos. Silver course could be my continuous learning interest for 2024. Thanks for all the content and guidance. Learning so much. Thank you. And God bless you. Moving on to Awez, who wrote, thank you. I should stop writing because Chris needs to answer a lot of questions. No, please. I read everything. Thank you. All right. And give me 1 second here. Nassim wrote, good to see you in good shape. Chris, thanks. I'm trying. I have a treadmill, actually. I don't know if you guys know that, but below my desk here, I've got one of these stand-up desks here. And I get about 30,000 steps a day on my treadmill. I'll show you here. And if you want, I can provide you guys with the link on where to purchase it. You can get it for about $300 now. It's cheaper because there's no handrails on the side. But yeah, I get 30,000 steps a day on this thing. And so what I usually do when I'm not teaching is I put it at 6 miles an hour like this, and I walk all day long while I type. Yeah, it's fun. And that's a brain hack that I learned years ago because when I used to, when I was in university 8 million years ago, I would get up early to study. And the first hour of study in the morning was really productive. And if I studied at night for like 10 hours, it wasn't as productive as the 1 hour in the morning. And I do a lot of biohacking. I realized that if you walk all day while you're working, it feels like you just woke up. So every hour of the day is 10x more productive. So in a 10-hour day, I feel like I'm getting 100 hours worth of work done. Yeah, and I drink lots of water as well. Yeah. Okay. All right. Dan wrote, I saw myself in that graduation video, the big white-haired guy, a very precious memory. And you gave a very touching speech as well. Thank you. Yeah. Next up, Liesel, who I helped you with your LinkedIn profile yesterday. I remember that. Yeah, on the silver call. You're from South Africa. Wrote, I'm currently a silver student. Can I upgrade to gold and how? Yeah, you can. And you get a $499 discount because that's what you paid for silver. So what you can do is email support@haroonventures.com and I'll email you a coupon back. Yeah. And your LinkedIn profile's looking great, by the way. Okay. Ramesh wrote, just out of curiosity, how old are you? God. Well, first of all, my 3 sons have a little brother in me. I have the maturity of a 15-year-old maybe. I still play video games. I still talk to my old buddies that were, when I was a teenager, like we're still teenagers now. But everybody take a guess at my age. Yeah. Take a guess. And I'll tell you guys later. Yeah. But the older I get, the better I was. Yeah. Next up, Ingrid wrote, can I give my nephew the Silver MBA? For example, pay for it, but my nephew will be able to do the study. Absolutely, you can gift it. And what you can do is just email support@haroonventures.com, and we'll explain how to do that. And thank you. Yeah. Next up, we have Motivation Station, who wrote, for example, the Excel and AI course is available on Udemy as well. How is that considered an elective? Yeah, so the Python course is not there. And the AI Finance is not as well. Yeah, but you can take the Excel course on Udemy if you want to. Yeah, you don't have to take it in the MBA. Yeah. Okay. All right. But I provide more customer support just through Zoom calls here if you want with your Excel spreadsheets. Yeah. All right, next up, Chan wrote, what's the difference between silver to gold? Are they having the same classes? Now, so the way it works, and you can always go to day1notOneday.com. And if you scroll down here, silver is like Netflix. You can watch all the lectures online, but there's no live Q&A. There is a weekly conference call. That we do weekly, which is kind of like the Thursday office hours I do at 8 a.m. With gold and platinum, I actually teach the lectures live, meaning I play a video, then I take questions, play a video, take questions. There's also one-on-one meetings if you're a platinum student. And then gold and platinum students also get to come to networking events that I do as well. Yeah, and there's a couple hundred hours of live Q&A in these programs here. And platinum, you get 180 minutes of one-on-one time. Yes, that's 9 meetings of 20 minutes each. Yeah, and there's a 30-day money-back guarantee and all this stuff too. Yeah. All right. And let me admit everybody here into Zoom. And what I'll do, just hang on for a second there on Zoom. I'll join you guys soon. Let me write a little note here. We'll start soon. I just want to answer all the questions and read every comment here you guys have on YouTube Live. Yeah. Okay. Next up, Dan wrote, it's good to see you too, Chris. My wife, son, and I were inspired by meeting you. So was I. I was inspired to meet all of you. Thank you. And my son loved playing video games with your son and the other kids at graduation. And he was a hero, man, because he fixed the Wi-Fi for all the kids so they can play Fortnite. Yeah. Next up, /Burn wrote, Viola from Albania. Thank you for the gifts. You're most welcome. Thank you for saying that. All right. Next up, Enerban wrote, I enrolled in the Silver HEV MBA about 2 months back, and I'm 25% done as of now. Awesome. And I hope you're enjoying it. Yeah. And like I said earlier, if you buy silver, gold, or platinum, and if you don't feel like you're getting a 10x return on investment in the first 30 days, please ask for your money back. Yeah. Okay. And then Ralph wrote, Chris, I just tried to get into your Zoom meeting, but I couldn't. So please go to the web address you see right here and click the Zoom link, and I'll accept more people in a minute once I get through the YouTube questions here. Thank you. Okay. And then Dan wrote, you may be a waiter offering things on the menu, but I'm a glutton who wants to eat the whole menu and then put it to good use. No, thank you. And I love teaching. I have so much fun with this stuff. Yeah. And the way that you know you found your passion is if you're on vacation and you look forward to getting back home to work. I put in brackets or in quotes there. Yeah. Of course, I love spending time with Christina and the boys, but I love this as well. This is fun. I live for this. Yeah. And then Jason wrote, I'm looking forward to the Platinum program starting. Awesome. Me too. And then you wrote, how do I join the team to sell the MBA program as discussed in your program? I understand you're busy and submitted an email to support. Yeah. Yeah. So I'll get back to you on that. If you want, send another email. I'll respond right away. But you can always go to haroonmba.com/affiliate. Not affiliates, affiliate. All lowercase for more details and exactly how it works. And I've had students that have made thousands of dollars reselling as well. And the way it works is you get 30%. But there's a 30-day delay in case somebody asks for a refund. Yeah, and it's all automated as well. All right, so Cheyenne said 48 years old. No. Let's see if somebody gets it right here. Sadio wrote, hi, sir. Chris, please. Long time. Just curious to know if you do offline classes. I don't. Yeah. The only offline thing I do is the graduation networking event. Yeah. Yeah. And I do in-person one-on-ones during that 2-day event. Yeah. In terms of, I get questions sometimes. People ask, if I do platinum, can I do in-person meetings? And unfortunately, no. We just do everything over Zoom. Yeah. Thank you. All right, Jason wrote 49, no. Dr. Michael Nunez, who graduated from Platinum a year or two ago, is from Arizona. Great to see you. You wrote, hey, Chris, your age is probably 51. Yes, 51, you're correct. Yeah. And February 2nd, you'll be 52 years old. You're right. Happy birthday early. Thank you. Thank you so much. And God bless you. It's always great to see you. And I hope you join us on Zoom as well. Yeah. All right, last comment here, and then I'll go right to Zoom. And you guys can keep typing questions here if you want to. Vamsi wrote, hi, Chris. I use your weekly YouTube sessions to stay updated about the market situation, and I love them. Thank you. Completely off topic. What is the VPN service that you recommended before? Yeah. So my favorite YouTuber is a guy named Marquise Brownlee. He's great. And I use, it's called here, let me get VPN. Hold on a second. Extract VPN. Yeah, that's the one I use. Yeah. And that's the one that Marquise recommended. Okay, cool. All right, let's now go over to Zoomy, and I will take your questions. Give me a second here. Here we go. Great. All right, so I'm going to come off mute here. And if you guys have a question, raise your hand if you want, or just start talking. Yeah. And we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 people so far. Again, if you want to join Zoom, just go to the web address you see below there, and then just go to that link. Okay. Dan, can you hear me? Okay, great. So come off mute. What happens is when you guys join, you're automatically muted. So just unmute yourself to ask questions. Yeah.
Oh, sorry about that.
No,
I was just covering my mouth because I had the Zoom and the YouTube on at the same time, and they were colliding with each other.
Oh, okay.
I scrambly tried to fix it up.
Yeah. Good to see you, man. Good to see you. It was, and I put you in that video, so I give you a big hug. It was great to see you. Yeah.
Yeah, I know. I loved it.
Yeah.
It's an awesome memory.
Yeah.
I'm not going to forget that easily. You're easily probably my favorite professor of all time.
Oh, thank you. God bless. And you went to.
I've had awesome professors. I don't mean to shortchange them
thank
at
you.
all.
Thank you. And you went to Stanford, right?
I did.
Yeah,
Yeah.
wow.
Back in the
Thank
1990s, I
Yeah.
studied computer science,
Wow.
advanced
Thank you.
systems, and databases
Thank you.
at the graduate level.
Yeah, I'm humbled to hear that. Thank you. Yeah.
Oh, no, it's okay. And then the AI stuff that I took was mostly just, like through deeplearning.ai, through Coursera, and then through a boot camp from Caltech.
Yeah.
And then one course from Jeffrey Hinton
Hmm.
that was really rigorous, really tough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Stanford's beautiful. Yeah. It's nice.
Oh, it's a gorgeous campus. I love it. I still love going there and walking around in it. My wife and I both.
It's awesome.
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah.
I still love the school.
Yeah. Very cool. No, it's gorgeous. It's gorgeous. Yeah. Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Excellent. Cool. Great. And thank you so much for those really nice comments you left as well. I appreciate it. And if anybody has questions about the MBA program, or please let me know. I'm here to humbly help in any way I can. Yeah.
Chris, can you hear me?
Yeah.
So I've done 30% of the silver.
Uh-huh.
You see me every Thursday.
Yeah.
I'm really interested. I can't do the classes because of my business.
Yeah.
But I like the one-on-one aspect.
Yeah.
So if I go ahead and upgrade to the platinum,
Yeah.
do I get that? Is that just for 1 year, or is that for perpetual?
Yeah, so the way that platinum works is it's just I'm so tickled pink by what Dan said there. Dan, I can't believe that. Thank you so much, man, about the Stanford thing. But it's for 1 year, so platinum works for 1 year. Yeah, so you get the 9 meetings within 1 year. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
but the rest of it, then I get that for the rest of my life.
Yeah. Yeah, everything else is a lifetime thing. Yeah, and as I mentioned earlier a couple times on the webcast, prices are going up for everything materially starting in February. Yeah.
Okay, and then for the platinum, it shows 20% off, or you'll subtract the cost of what we've already paid.
Yeah.
For platinum, that's about the same, then 500.
Yeah, just send me an email, support@haroonventures.com, and I'll give you an additional discount. Yeah.
Okay, so it's even more.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so I'll email you today then.
Yeah. Cool.
And take care of that.
Awesome.
When I switch to platinum, does that erase everything I've done on silver, or will that just transfer over and now it says platinum?
It's a brand new course. Yeah. Yeah, but it's similar content. Yeah.
Okay, but how do I keep everything I've done so far, all those tests and all my notes?
Just keep it within silver then. Yeah. Yeah. If you take, but if you take the 50 quizzes or more, you will get the platinum degree. Does that make sense?
I just like to make sure I have it.
Yeah.
I have everything organized.
Yeah.
And I don't want to lose that organization or start all
No,
over
you'll
again,
still you'll have access to silver and platinum. Yeah. So they're separate courses. It's the same thing, but within platinum, you'll see there's links to join certain calls and for one-on-ones, Zoom stuff as well for the 2-hour weekly office hours call, as well as how to access networking events and all that stuff. Yeah.
Okay, so just do the classes through silver and then everything else through the platinum.
Yeah.
All right, and then can I still do the silver talks on Thursday and do the gold platinum? Can I do them all?
Yep, you can do all 3 hours. Yeah, every week, forever.
Okay. And I'll pay you today if you send me the thing or however you want to do it.
Yeah, sure. Just email support@haroonventures.com. And then what I'll do is we'll respond today. Yeah. Thank you.
Okay. Perfect. Thanks.
Awesome. Thank you. Thank you. Cool. All right. Couple more questions here. All right. Jason wrote here, if we miss the classes in Platinum and Gold, we have a recording to watch later. Absolutely. Yeah. Yeah. And all the Q&A that people ask live after each lecture for each class, that's recorded online. You have access to that forever as well. You can even pre-submit questions that I can answer live, and you can watch them later if you want. Yeah. Yeah. You wrote, wow, every call, value. Awesome. It is value, I think. Yeah. Cool. All right. Any other questions you guys have?
Oh, one more while I think about it.
Of course.
Since I can't do the classes, does that count against me whether I go to those classes or not?
Yeah. It doesn't. No, it doesn't. There's no check mark if somebody attended class. Yeah. Okay. And your grandfathered into all future gold programs as well. Yeah. So if I were to launch another Platinum and Gold program later this year, you can join that for free as a gold member. And if I launch another one next year, which I will, of course, and every year forever, you get access to that as well. Yeah. And again, prices are going up a lot starting in February. Yeah. But you're grandfathered in.
Yeah. And then the networking events, they're all in San Jose or where you live?
Yeah, the Bay Area, close to SFO. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Cool. And that's where I got to meet with Dan, his wonderful family, and his son was a hero again because he fixed the Wi-Fi for the kids that day. Yeah. My kids still play Fortnite all the time. It's incredible. Yeah. It's hard, man. Have you guys tried Fortnite? It's really tough. It's hard, man. Like I tried competing against my kids. Every time you try to shoot, kids jump up and down so you can't hit them. It's kind of funny. Yeah.
And it doesn't end.
Yeah.
It goes forever.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm gonna have to get into these video games, Chris. I mean,
dude, I'm telling you, man. I finished GTA 4 when I was in Hawaii. I have a handheld thing. It's kind of like Nintendo Switch. It's called a Rogue Asus Alloy. But I finished GTA 4 on it on the beach in Hawaii. It was unbelievable. Incredible game. Just incredible. And I did the DLCs too, downloadable content. Yeah. I'm getting ready for GTA 6. I told you guys, I mentioned earlier today, I pre-announced that in 2025, when GTA 6 comes out, you're not going to see me for a month. Yeah. Just the way it is. Yeah. Okay. And then Jason Roach, I watched the videos on my Everon rower. Very cool. I love it. I love to exercise when I'm working. It's the best. Yeah. You can retain a lot more, as mentioned earlier. Next up, Ralph wrote, hey, Chris. Hey, Ralph. I bought the gold version last year, but I did finish paying it. Could you give me the option to buy it? Okay, you didn't finish paying it. The option to buy it again from the same MBA last year. Yeah. Just send an email to support@haroonventures.com and let us know how much you owe still. And you don't have to repurchase the whole thing. We'll give you a coupon for what amount you still owe, if that makes sense. And if I didn't answer your question correctly there, please let me know, and thank you. Okay, cool. All right. And Liesel, how's your LinkedIn profile coming along? It's good. Yesterday we used ChatGPT to write the summary section, which looks incredible. Yeah. And by the way, for those of you that have LinkedIn profiles, the most important part of it is always the summary section and your title. Those are the two parts of the profile that are searched the most by recruiters. So what you can do, if you haven't done that yet, written the summary section, which is really important, is you just copy all your work experience, education experience, etc. You copy it in your clipboard, and then you go to ChatGPT, and I can do it in real time for anybody who wants me to do it on the call right now. Then what you can do, go to ChatGPT and you type exactly this. Write the summary section of my LinkedIn profile per the text I'm going to paste below. Make it 300 or 400 words max. No more than 3 sentences per paragraph, and make the first sentence really inspiring. Then you paste all the stuff from LinkedIn, you hit go, and within 30 seconds, you have an unbelievable LinkedIn profile summary section. Yeah. And the summary section is crucial. Most people overlook it. But the way you got to think about it is, let's say you're about to give a keynote speech and somebody asks you, do you have a bio? You should say, yes, just go directly in my LinkedIn profile summary section. And again, ChatGPT can help you a lot with that. As I mentioned earlier a couple times, we've added a lot of AI stuff to the curriculum, including how to do investment research, a finance AI course that's exclusively available to this MBA degree program. And we embrace AI a lot to help us with our careers. Yeah. All right. And somebody wrote a comment. Looks like it's from me. That's strange. Yeah. Oh, John Clee. Okay, John wrote that. So John Clee is one of my students. I love that. Okay, let me explain what happened to everybody. I thought somebody was pretending to be me. So John Clee is one of my students who I hired years ago. And what he does is he goes through he has access to my YouTube account, and he goes through every webcast I do, and he adds all the Q&A, so you can click it. And he's adding the Q&A right now, and he just typed a message from me, but he meant to send it from himself. That's awesome. Thank you for that comment, John. God bless you for that, about that very nice comment about the MBA program. Yeah, thank you. Yeah. And little side note, though, that's awesome. You made my day. It's funny. Little side note. If you ever get a Twitter, X or whatever it is, message from me, or an Instagram message from me saying, give me Bitcoin, I will make you rich, it's obviously not me. And so there's a lot of people that have pretended to be me over the past year, and I'm verified on all the platforms, whatever, but it still happens. Yeah. Great to see you, John. Okay. Any more questions? Oh, in the chat, there's 2 questions. Let me see here in YouTube here, or on Zoom. Question is, can you watch the recordings? You definitely can. And then Liesel wrote, I'm joining Gold. Awesome. We have load shedding in South Africa at the moment where we lose power. Yeah. A couple of my students have that in Johannesburg for several hours a day. Hence, I'm sitting in the dark. Okay. All good. That looks like, is that Van Gogh behind you there? Looks like a Van Gogh painting. Yeah. And Brian has a Picasso and a Salvador Dali painting on your wall, right? Oh, looks like you're on mute. Yeah, right there. That's a Picasso. Yeah, very cool. He's a collector of art. Very cool. And Brian also has Spider-Man #1 in almost mint condition at your office. Yes. Remember you showed me once. It's pretty cool. Yeah, very cool.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, when I come in February, if we can meet up, I'm meeting up with Joe Rubenstein. He's the artist for Wolverine.
Oh,
he's
cool.
the original artist.
Right on.
So if you have time, I could swing by your house and drop off an original sketch by the original artist.
Oh, you don't have
of Wolverine.
It's okay. Thank you. I very kind of you, though. Yeah, thank you. God bless you.
I have so many of them. So if you want,
I
mean, he's going to be with me. So if you want one, I can do that.
Thank you. God bless you. That'd be amazing. Thank you. I've got Wolverine #1. It's not worth as much as first appearance of Wolverine, which was in Incredible Hulk.
Yes,
that's
Hulk
right.
181.
181. Amazing. I got first appearance of Punisher in Spider-Man 1 something 27. I can't remember. Yeah.
129 Spider-Man.
Yeah. Okay. Very cool. Yeah.
That's crazy. I know all these things like stocks.
Yeah. No. Well, dude, the way that I got into stocks when I was younger was baseball cards. Just buying rookie baseball cards that might go up in value. I have almost every single Toronto Blue Jays baseball card PSA 10 from 1977 till today. So I still collect those. Yeah. And the comics I collected when I was a kid are worth a hell of a lot more than anything. Like
it's insane.
Worth more than if I put every dime I made as a kid in my paper route, whatever, cutting grass, into stocks. It wouldn't be worth as much as the comic books or cards. It's unbelievable. Yeah.
Yeah. On one of my podcasts, I discussed that how my comics outperformed my stocks, and that's what I do for a living.
Yeah. It's incredible.
I mean, there's no way it's done well.
Yeah.
So.
Very cool. I can't read the back of baseball cards anymore. My eyesight's going down. I actually wear glasses, not when I'm doing webcasts, but yeah. It's like font size -8 million. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
So one other thing,
sure.
With the upgrade, can I start doing the 3 classes on Thursday? Next Thursday, do the silver,
yes.
gold.
Yeah.
Zoom?
So just stay on the Zoom the whole time. Yeah. So at the end, yeah, absolutely. So at the end of the silver Zoom, the 1 hour Zoom, I say, if anybody is not in gold and platinum, please log off now. Yeah. Yeah. And there's a 20-minute gap. So we start at about 10, as you know, Pacific time for silver. We end at 11. Then I take a 20-minute break. And then we start at 11:20 for 2 hours. And then I do one-on-ones. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Cool. Excellent. All right.
I think that's it for me.
Okay,
so.
you're all okay. Any other questions from the webcast, John? Great to see you, bud. Or any other questions here from Zoom? If not, you can always email support@haroonventures.com for questions about the MBA program, or just ask me next week on my weekly Thursday office hours. Okay. All right. Thank you, everybody. God bless you. This has been fun. I just got to text my dad. I got to give him a call. He's in Florida. But hope to see you guys all in class. Thank you. All right.
All right. Thanks.
All right. Take care. Thanks. Bye-bye.
God bless you, Chris. Take care.
God bless you more, buddy. Thanks. All right. So let me shut this down here. I'm going to go back over here. It looks like I just saw one more question come through. So Q Franco wrote, hey, Chris, is there a certificate of completion when I complete any of the program? Is it recognized or similar to taking a course on any private platform like W3 Schools? Thank you. Yeah, I use W3 Schools to learn Python. So I'm not sure what kind of certificates they provide, but we provide you with a degree as well. Yeah. Okay. All right. Thank you, everybody, for the questions. Thank you, Joe, for that comment. Pierre, who goes by DE in the United Kingdom. Great to see you. God bless you. And I hope to see you all in class as well. And I hope you enjoyed today's webcast. And thank you so much for the awesome questions. Thank you. Hi, I'm Chris Haroon. And this MBA degree program is not what you think it is. It's better. This program is more than 25 years of business experience, all rolled into one easy-to-access online program. I've sold over 1 million courses in every single country. I've worked at Goldman Sachs. I have an MBA from Columbia University. And I've worked in the venture capital, hedge fund, and consulting industries. I've also started many companies, and my courses have been featured in Forbes, Business Insider, CNN, and NBC. If you're ready to nail your next interview, get a better job, get a raise, start that business you've always dreamt of, improve the one you currently run, or better manage your personal finances, then this MBA degree program is for you. I can't begin to tell you how comprehensive this program is. It's got everything, including more than 300 hours of on-demand video. I would have to do one of those dramatic opening title crawls from a certain space movie just to show you. And check out all the amazing reviews from students who have already enrolled in this MBA degree program. Last but not least, there is a 30-day, 100% money-back guarantee. And because you can access this program from any device, meaning a desktop computer or a laptop computer or a tablet or even your smartphone, it means you can comfortably fit it into your schedule. Even if you work full-time, it's no problem. So if you're ready to unlock the key to your potential, then I'll see you in class.